Hello everyone, this is Praveen Kumar. My topic is scale up or scale out for graph processing. The amounts of data processed by applications are constantly growing with this growth. Scaling storage becomes more challenging. Every database system has its own trade offs. Understanding them is crucial as it helps in selecting in right one from so many available choices. Every application is different in terms of read or write, workload balance, consistency requirements, latencies, and access patterns. Familiarizing yourself with database and storage internals facilitates architectural decisions, helps explain why a system behaves a certain way, helps troubleshoot problems when they arise, and fine tunes the database for your workload. It's impossible to optimize the system in direction. In an ideal world, there would be data structures guaranteeing the best read and write performance with no storage overhead. But of course, in practice, it is not possible. Trees. Trees are popular read optimized indexing, data structure, and generalization of binary trees. They come in many variations and are used in many databases, including mice and even file systems. The B in B tree stands for Bear and the author of the original data structure, or Boring, where he worked at that time. In binary tree, every node has two children referred as a left and a right child. Left and right subtrees hold the keys that are less than and greater than the current node key, respectively. To keep the tree depth to a minimum, a binary tree has to be balanced when randomly ordered keys are being added to the tree. It is natural that one side of the tree will be eventually get deeper than the other. Example of rotation used for balancing in binary tree. Node and a parent node for 3 becomes its child node. After the rotation step is done, the height of the left subtree decreases by 1 and the height of the right subtree increases by 1. The maximum depth of the tree has decreased. Binary trees are most useful as in memory data structures because of balancing the need of keep depth of all subtrees to a minimum and low fan out a maximum of 2 pointers per node, so they don't work well on your disk. B trees have the following properties: sorted and self-balanced. First, we will see sorted. This allows sequential scans and simplifies lookups. And the second one is self-balancing. There's no need to balance the tree during insertion and deletion. When a B tree node is full, it's split in two. When a occupancy of the neighboring nodes falls down to a certain threshold, the nodes are merged. Guarantee of logarithmic lookup time. This makes B trees a good choice for database indexes where lookup times are important, mutable. Inserts, updates, and deletes. Also, subsequent splits and merges are performed on a disk in place. To make in place updates possible, a certain amount of space overhead is required. A B tree can be organized as a cluster index where actual data is stored on the leaf. Nodes are as a heap file with an unclustered B tree index. Anatomy of the B tree. Let's first take a closer look at the B tree building blocks illustrated in figure 2. B trees have several node types: root, internal, and leaf. Root is the node that has no parent, that is not a child of any other node. B trees are characterized by the following: branching factor, the number n of pointers to the child nodes along with the pointers root and internal nodes hold up to n to 1 keys. Occupancy, how many pointers to child items the node is currently holding out of the maximum available. For example, if the tree branching factor is n and the node is currently holding n by 2 pointers, occupancy is 50%. Height, the number of B tree levels signifying how many pointers have to be followed during lookups. When performing lookups, the search starts at the root node and follows internal nodes recursively down to the leaf level. Binary search of a B tree. Binary search shown in the figure. Binary search is easily explained in terms of searching for words beginning with a certain letter in the dictionary, where all words are sorted alphabetically. First, you open the dictionary exactly in the middle. If the search letter is alphabetically less than appears earlier than the one opened, you continued your search in your left half of the dictionary. Otherwise, you continue in the right half, like 1, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 10, 13, 14, 18, 19, 21, 24, 37, 40, 45, 71. Insertions, updates and deletions. When performing insertions, the first step is to locate the target leaf. Further, the aforementioned search algorithm is used. After the target leaf is located, key and value are appended to it. If the leaf does not have enough free space, the situation is called overflow and the leaf has to be split into LSM trees. The log structured merge tree is an immutable disk resident. Write optimized data structure. It is most useful in systems where writes are more frequent than lookups that retrieve the records. LSM trees have been getting more attention because they can eliminate random insertions, updates, and deletions. Anatomy of LSM tree. To allow sequential writes, LSM trees batch writes and updates in a memory resident table, often implemented using a data structure allowing logarithmic time lookups such as a binary search tree or skip list until its size reaches a threshold, at which point it is written on a disk. This operation is called a flush. Sorted string tables. Many modern LSM tree implementations such as RocksDB and Apache can implement disk resident tables as SS tables, sorted string tables. Because of their simplicity, easy to write, search and read and merge properties. During the merge, source SS table scans and merge result writes as sequential. LSM tree maintenance. Since SS tables are immutable, they are written sequential and hold no reserved empty space for in-place modifications. This means insert, update, delete operations would require rewriting the whole file. All operations modifying the database state are batched in the memory resident table. Thank you.